Broadway House is New Jersey's only specialized long-term care facility for people living with HIV/AIDS. While we're best known for our HIV/AIDS programs, Broadway House also offers excellent subacute care for people with complex medical conditions that other long-term care facilities can't address. We're located in Newark, New Jersey, a dynamic city with a diverse population facing many challenges. With 28% of the city's residents living in poverty, Broadway House serves people whose lives are often shaped by homelessness, addiction, abuse, and other deep social issues. Our care reaches beyond traditional medicine to support Broadway House residents as they overcome serious obstacles to build a better life. Our strength is addressing disparities and inequalities that exist in healthcare today, especially for members of the LGBTQ+ community, including those living with HIV/AIDS. We provide accessibility to world-class care for the most vulnerable and forgotten people in society. Broadway House was recently nationally recognized as a safe space by the Human Rights Campaign Foundation and SAGE Advocacy and Services for LGBTQ+ elders. Here at Broadway House, all are welcomed, cared for, and valued. Through partnerships with hospitals and community organizations, we ensure that critical life-saving and gender-affirming care is accessible to all. Hear firsthand how accessibility to quality care improves the lives of Broadway House residents in this recent New Jersey Spotlight News story.
Newark's Broadway House serves as the state's only specialized care facility for people living with HIV, AIDS, and other illnesses. Two residents recovering from health conditions and addictions quickly created a bond and were able to move in with each other thanks to a recent law that makes it illegal to discriminate against the LGBTQ community and HIV+ facility residents. Melissa Rose Cooper reports from the facility as part of our ongoing series, Chasing the Dream, which focuses on justice, poverty, and economic opportunity.
After all the years I've been on the streets and the stuff I went through for the drugs, the alcohol, the prostitution, I don't want that no more now. I want a life of my own. I want to be able to be a civilian and be able to live next door to my neighbor and continue on.
A dream Joey Ratecki can finally see coming true thanks to help from Broadway House, New Jersey's only specialized care facility for people living with HIV and AIDS. Joey, who has been living with AIDS for over 31 years, came to Broadway House after being diagnosed with pneumonia.
I was probably about 125, 30 pounds, sick, everything like that. Haven't been on medication for a long time.
But now things are looking up, something Joey says has also been possible because of the love and compassion from his roommate, Lulu.
Through our conversations, we realized that we had a lot in common, and that would be the arts, we both really enjoy crafts and drawing and stuff like that. So that kind of brought us together. And then some of his paths, I have the same type of past. I have been in recovery for quite some time, but I wasn't always. I used to use drugs. It's been over almost 30 years now that I haven't. I also prostituted back in those days. So I understood his story.
So when the idea of the two of them sharing a room came up, she didn't hesitate.
I said, no, he's a queen like me. So, you know what I mean? What difference would it make?
Now the friends are making history, becoming the first mixed-sex roommates at the Broadway House. It's a change that wasn't possible before 2021, when a Bill of Rights preventing discrimination against LGBTQ long-term care residents was signed into law. James Gonzalez, president and CEO, says giving them this choice is another way to make sure the facility is inclusive, while working to get residents back on their feet.
The whole concept was to try to care for people in a more home care setting and bring together the professional staff that can address specifically those living with HIV. The medications are complex, the illnesses are complex, and so we bring together a team of qualified individuals, infectious disease physicians, nurse practitioners, drug counselors and psychiatrists to come together to address all the needs of our residents.
It's been like being home, belonging to a family, because we're born in the family, we're not asked to be there, but sometimes you don't have to be blood to be family.
Now Joey and Lulu are hoping their story will inspire others even decorating their room to reflect an inviting space.
Not only are we advocating for LGBTQ, but we're hoping that we can advocate for hope, for life.
Creating an everlasting bond that will last beyond these walls. For NJ Spotlight News, I'm Melissa Rose Cooper.
Broadway House provides access to world-class health care and rehabilitation to empower residents with complex needs not met by other long-term care facilities to lead productive, dignified lives. Our holistic approach to healing is the key to our success in providing accessibility to quality care with exceptional outcomes.